Titan boss fights, they were not very good for me in my opinion. Killer Croc in Arkham Asylum was definitely fun to do, but not really a boss fight. So I'll say it was pretty good. This was fine. Sorry, not very good. Because, you know, I didn't like Poison Ivy's boss fight. It was just a spam fest. The last two, which we've been fighting every single time, because of that I'm putting you in the bad section. Why are you here? You're not even a boss fight, so too. Titan fights in Arkham City were a bit better to handle. They were not the best, but they're fine. Again, it's not really a boss fight, but you know what I mean. Grundy was fun. I will be honest about that. Grundy was fun. Really, really engaging boss fight. Still one of my favorites. Poison Ivy in Arkham City though. That was not even a boss fight. These were just terrible. Garbage, if you will. Ra's al Ghul and Batman. Yes, because there has been no other entertaining fight in this kind of vibe. Yes. We have to put Peak at the top. This is not even a boss fight, okay? Clayface Joker. You just beat him up and you can like spam unlimited punches on him. That's not a boss fight at all. Clayface. Really good. It would be at the top if like does a bit more. But the fact that Batman uses a katana, come on bro. Come on. That makes it absolute peak. Catwoman and Two-Face. Trash, because like Catwoman's moveset, I swear, I actually abhor her moveset. She's meant to be fast and agile, but she's really damn slow. Like going on the gargoyles to not get shot is hell. Definitely not one of the best. This is not a boss fight, man. This is a tutorial on how to sneak up on enemies. Doesn't belong here. That was a tutorial Titan fight, which it was the tutorial. It wasn't really a full fight, so it was bad. This is from Arkham City, right? Yeah, we're gonna put it in. We're gonna put it here. We're gonna put it in fun. I found it fun. Actually, no. Pretty good. Riddler, not a boss fight, because all you're doing is just sneaking past some guards, which are on your side, by the way, and then you take him down. Not a boss fight. Deadshot, should this even be called a boss fight? Because this was just an Arkham disappointment. It's gonna go as awful. You two, not a boss fight. Not a boss fight. You literally throw a batarang at Victor Zsasz, and that's it. Harley Quinn in the DLC, not very good, if I'll be honest. Batman and Joker was fine. Bad. It was bad. Very anticlimactic boss fight. If I had to play it again and again, I just hate it more and more. I never tend to appreciate it more because what was it? It was just fight thugs 80% of the time and 20% you're just punching Joker's face as he, you know what I mean? Robin against this weirdo in the Harley DLC. I'm gonna just put it here. They're in the same DLC, I don't know. Killer Croc's boss fight in Arkham Origins. Pretty good. It's very straightforward, so I wouldn't say it's super fun. Black Mask in Arkham City was just trash. Doesn't belong here. It absolutely does not belong here. Oh my god, absolute peak, absolute cinema. We keeping this on top forever and ever. The fact that they don't want to make a boss like this guy anymore makes me wonder, then what are you guys doing with your lives? Why do you want to make all these trash bosses when you could just make bosses like Electrocutioner? Deathstroke and Batman is it's the sauce, but it's not the best because, mind you, this is a counter tutorial. Literally, the achievement you get when you beat this guy is try to beat him without failing any counter prompts. That's all it is. So it would have added more engagement, more vibes if it was more than just a counter tutorial. But it's still great. It still has probably one of the best choreography I've seen in the Arkham games. So yeah, don't know what this is. I don't think it was a boss fight because I don't remember that. Copperhead was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good. Like, it wasn't fun to play against her because it was less substance, like, compared to Grundy, but it was fun. And throwing the concussion bombs really helped a lot. Bane was fine. Like, he was just alright the first fight. Firefly was a lot of fun. I would have rated it higher if like it included more areas, but the bridge was still a good place to play on. And the fact that you're throwing, like, you know, goon bombs at him, and I don't know. Knight should have taken notes from this. Scarecrow, who doesn't like Scarecrow? It's absolute fun. Like, it's horror inducing. Platformer type, but fun. Good. Second Bane boss fight is fine, like, alright. It's the same thing. Maybe that he's somewhat faster, but that's all. Oh, TN1 Bane could be here. Could be here, actually. But it's missing a few steps at being at that point. So, and again, it's kind of copy-paste from Arkham City's Mr. Freeze, like with Ra's al Ghul and Deathstroke. But it's still a really good boss fight, and the fact that if you play it long enough, he becomes too OP that he can take you down in one shot. I don't care. Fight me about this one, but this is the best of the best. And yeah, I mean, everything about that scene was just candy. Eye candy. Deadshot in Arkham Origins was definitely good. Fun. Pretty good. Way better than what they did with him in City. And because of that, I'll just put him in fun because of how much better it was done here. Yeah, I liked it. Shiva goes one level below Deathstroke because, again, it's a counter tutorial. You get an achievement for not failing any counters or getting hit, something like that. Basically the same thing. But what makes it less impactful is that you're fighting with her and her thugs when she's basically on par with Batman's fighting skills. You know, so she's meant to fight against Batman alone. She doesn't need thugs, but alright. It's alright. Ooh, Cyanus. Even though it was a boss fight, it didn't feel like one. But because it wasn't an official boss fight, I'll put it here. Still, it's trash keeping it here with him because, yeah, it's just trash, okay? Playing that boss fight was like, I was like, what is this, bro? What is this? This could have been scrapped from the game and it wouldn't even made a difference. Anarchy was bad. Not very good. No, I found it fine, to be honest. I found it fine. Like, it wasn't major or anything, but it was there. A little bit melodramatic, but not so memorable after all. Mad Hatter was fun. Yeah, I liked how it the whole Wonderland looked, and it was a bit like of a puzzle type of thing. Yeah, it was a great setup. And a little nice ending to it. Well, actually, the ending was not nice. Birdman, what are you doing here? You're not even a boss fight. Well, you are a boss fight, but again, you're a thug. A terrible one at that. Who just so happens to have a life bar. Ooh, Shiva and Bruce in the Initiation DLC. I'm gonna be real, I've never played it. So, I'm gonna guess where it might go. And you guys are gonna tell me if I was right or wrong, because I've never actually played the Initiation DLC, like, all of it. So I'll put it at not very good. Bane, bad. No bias, but I tried to like this boss fight, but I mean, it was quite alright. It was quite straightforward for its time, but when you're looking at the other boss fights, yeah, it falls quite short. Mr. Freeze in the Cold Cold Heart DLC. I'll be real with you, I don't remember the DLC that much. I'll put it here. No, I'll put it here. No, I'll put it here. Yeah, I'll put it here. Yeah, that's for sure. You tell me what you think, though. I don't know. Do we even have to really, like, talk about this? It's trash. Trash because Batmobile boss fights aren't that satisfying to beat. Okay? They're very stressful. I like bosses that give me a bit of a hard time, but I don't like it when they make me stress. Like where you have to look around like as if you're, I don't know, trying to get like a quick ass dopamine hit when you've got like all kinds of real scrolling in your face and you're trying to freak out and tweak over. Yeah, you too, trash. I know it's a DLC, but again, it was a Batmobile battle. Not so fun, not so engaging. This one, I'll put it here. Mainly because of the emotional connection that we had with it. So this was a good one. Yeah, maybe that's a pretty weird bias, but it was. I liked it. Riddler is going here. The first time they actually did him justice with the boss fight, and it was pretty fun. It was pretty nice. Okay, and it's satisfying, you know. Like who doesn't like beating the shit out of Riddler after all those years of collecting his riddles upon riddles? I did, and I'm sure you did too. The Cloudburst. Was it the Cloudburst? I think. The Arkham Knight's tank? Nah, bro. You're going here, bro. There's nothing that's gonna change my mind about this boss fight, but the fact that you fired it and this huge ass tank moves at light speed that basically keeps up with the speed of the Batmobile. Like, hello? And then to like add even more to it, it fires literally ahead of you. Like it literally guesses where you're gonna really drive to, and it shoots right in that area. So like you have to quickly like maneuver your way out of it before you get hit. Nah, bro, but like the chasing. Okay, the chasing was pretty scary. I won't lie, but it was a little bit too unfair. If I'll be like. Yeah, it was unfair. Way unfair that you had no upper hand and this thing, no matter where it was, could track you and chase you down super fast. Nah, we're not gonna talk about this. Actually, we are gonna talk about this, okay? How did we go from this to this, huh? How did we go from an actual fight to, oh my god, I'm so scared, let me fight in my tank real quick? Really, bro? I get it, Rocksteady didn't have enough time to really finish everything, but seriously, like a lot of the boss fights in Arkham Knight suck anyway. I just wish they could have even literally reused assets from this fight and just done it over in a different way, maybe in a different place or something. Make it like a transitional fight, then it would have been great. Hey, this one is fine. Alright, no hate. This mission might be mid for some of you, but it's fine. It doesn't stay too long, it doesn't linger, it doesn't bother you that much. And failing this mission is pretty much not that difficult. Not that easy. Yeah, not that easy. It's not that easy to fail the mission because it's straightforward. Unless you trip on the driving stuff to the weaknesses, then fine. Arkham Knight was... you might hate me for this. Not very good. I don't know, but Jason's AI in this was cap. In fact, it's bad. No, it's not bad because, you know, it's just yeah, no, it's bad because all he did was just stock up on gargoyles, and you have to take him down from below gargoyles. He never switches up tactics, even though he's been trained by Batman to switch up tactics and to read your enemy and adapt, but there was nothing of that there, so it's bad. Not a boss fight. Hello, what are you doing here? This is also not a boss fight, but I'll make the exception. I'll rate it. This was awful because what makes it... No, I'll say it's bad. You hear me out? It's bad because it lacks a lot of content that could have made it an actual good section, which wouldn't make sense because this is Johnny Charisma, just a singer. But in this fight, you're literally playing a character from the perspective of your main character watching the second character as you're playing as. So it's like basically a rendition of a second player gameplay, right? If that's how second person gameplay is explained. But it's also funny, the music that plays, and then, you know, all those lyrics that Batman's imagining in his head. So that's what makes it somewhat better. Albert King, I found it fun. I don't care what you think, but I care to hear what you think, that's for sure. I find it fun. It's a fight. The guy wants a fight, you go for a fight. And again, it doesn't overstay its welcome. It's just done and dusted real quick. Yeah, there's not much to say about that. Oh, Two-Face. Boy, I really hate Two-Face. Yeah, no, sorry. Here, trash, garbage. Maybe not as bad as Deathstroke, but it was garbage. Come on. Two-Face gets taken out by an escalator? Really? Like a oh, what do you call that? You know what I mean. Professor Pig. Fight me, bro. Because this boss fight was just too good. Just too good. Like Batman throwing butcher knives precisely at his head without killing him, and fighting those Dolatrons, which are just people who like basically were turned into animated zombies. Crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. This guy was a boss fight. I mean, if he was a boss fight, then we all know what we should rate him. I mean, come on, who remembers this guy? I don't even remember his name, so I'm just gonna call him Jehovah Witness member. Jehovah Witness member. This is obviously awful. I don't know what this guy's deal was. I just remember he was some sort of cultist guy, like Jared Leto. So I guess he was following in his footsteps. Whatever. Firefly and Arkham Knight, come on. Chase him down until his fuel runs out, and then that's it. You just catch him. No fight, no nothing. It's like he was just asking to be caught by Batman. Great. This is an interrogation, okay? If my memory serves me right, this is an interrogation. What is it doing here? Huh? Ooh. I don't even need to say anything. I don't need to say anything. This was not a boss fight, come on. You can't fight Penguin, bro. He's Penguin, you know? Literally the height of a penguin. Trash. And besides, Nightwing getting caught by Penguin? Really, bro? Really? Nah. I don't know what this one was. I think it was the DLC. The DLC is still bad, but it's somewhat better than this because here you're actually playing as Nightwing through an engaging Predator section. It's alright. I have never played Flip of the Coin. If this is from Flip of the Coin, I've never played it, so I will rate it as awful. But you tell me where you think it should go. Red Hood, and that is not Black Mask. That's definitely Gloss Mask. Ooh. You guys deserve an award for being the most awful boss fights in rows on rows on rows. This guy can take about several shots of your pistols that kill people. That makes no sense, right? But it happens. It's allowed. I know it's a game, but come on, really? Like, I would have believed it if there was like some other way that you could maybe, I don't know, get Jason disarmed or something like that. But nah, he doesn't have any fighting skill either. He fights like a normal thug, just like these two, which are the same person. I don't remember this DLC that much. Don't think it really even mattered that much. Killer Croc, tons of fun. Iceberg Lounge is where he's at, and that's where I enjoy him the most. Beating him. And I love his design. It's crazy. Mad Hatter. Trash, because I don't even remember how bad it was. Not saying that it was absolutely trash, but just bad. And again, I just don't remember. And if I can't remember it, it definitely means it did not need to stay long in my memory for me to realize that it was just so bad. And my mind had to make space up for something better, like Shadow. For a VR game, this was a pretty fun boss fight. It's a pretty great one at that. Does a better job than Suicide Squad's Batman's boss fight. And what makes it even more engaging, I'm putting it here, because there's a part, like after the fight, the main big guy, he then comes to you and then puts you in like a darkness kind of thing, and then you gotta listen for the sounds for him like to, like, that's so engaging. That's it makes me really feel like, you know, one of Batman. Yo, I think, yo, my phone is listening on my conversations. Anyway, absolute banger. Lock up against, yeah, it's not Batman, it's against Malone, but call me biased, but I'm putting it here, dude. Like, hey, you can say all you want, but for a VR game, this was a dope ass boss fight. I don't think VR games have a lot of cool ass engaging boss fights like this, so it's going up there. It's going there. Best of the best. Falcone was pretty good, pretty good. Like, all it was just a little bit of spamming, but not really spamming. And then, yeah, you take him down, but you don't really beat him down, because again, he's like the Penguin. He's weak. He's one shot. But that's all, folks. Hope you have your opinions ready, and you can fight me if you want in your in the comments, because I know you have a lot of things to say. Anyway, thanks for watching and stay awesome.